From gods and monsters to magical creatures and mysterious civilizations, ancient myths have captivated our imaginations for centuries. But what if I told you that some of these age-old tales might actually be grounded in reality? That's right. Today we're diving into ancient myths that are actually true, exploring how myths we thought were just stories could actually have a basis in fact. Are you ready to separate myth from reality? Stick around to discover which myths have more truth to them than you might think. But before we jump in, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss out on mind-blowing discoveries. 1. The Trojan War. Let's start with a myth that has intrigued historians for centuries. The Trojan War. For years, the story of the epic battle between the Greeks and the Trojans seemed like just that, a myth. But in the late 19th century, German archaeologist Heinrich Schliemann discovered the ancient city of Troy in modern-day Turkey, which matched many of the locations mentioned in Homer's Iliad. Though many details of the war, like the giant wooden horse, may have been exaggerated, the existence of Troy itself and the possible conflicts that occurred there proves that parts of this legendary war were based in truth. 2. The Flood Myths. Next up, flood myths. Almost every ancient culture has a version of a great flood, from the Bible's Noah's Ark to the Sumerian Epic of Gilgamesh. But did these stories come from pure imagination? Or is there a historical event that inspired them? Interestingly, geologists have discovered evidence of massive flooding events, such as the flooding of the Black Sea around 7,500 years ago, which could have inspired these widespread flood myths. This could mean that these ancient cultures were recounting a real catastrophic event, just with their own cultural twist. 3. The Lost City of Atlantis. And then there's Atlantis, the mythical lost city that has captivated adventurers and explorers for centuries. Described by Plato as a powerful civilization that sunk into the ocean, Atlantis was long considered nothing more than a legend. But recent underwater discoveries near the coast of the Bahamas and research into possible submerged cities around the world have some experts wondering if Atlantis wasn't just a myth after all. While we haven't found a city exactly matching Plato's description, the idea of ancient civilizations being lost beneath the ocean seems less far-fetched thanks to modern discoveries of submerged cities like Dwarka in India. 4. The Amazons. Next up, the Amazons, the fierce warrior women from Greek mythology. While many believe they were purely fictional, archaeological evidence suggests that female warriors did exist in ancient societies. In fact, in Siberia, archaeologists have uncovered the graves of women buried with weapons, hinting that these women may have been part of warrior tribes, much like the Amazons. This discovery challenges our perception of gender roles in ancient societies and shows that powerful women warriors weren't just the stuff of myth. 5. The Medusa legend. Now let's talk about Medusa, one of the most famous figures from Greek mythology. Known for her snake hair and the ability to turn people to stone with a single gaze, Medusa was seen as a terrifying monster. But could there be a real person behind this myth? Some historians believe Medusa's story was inspired by a woman suffering from a condition called hypertrichosis, which causes excessive hair growth or cystic acne, leading to a face covered in painful bumps. This could explain the snake-like imagery and her transformation into a monster. 6. The Fountain of Youth. Finally, let's talk about the Fountain of Youth. Ponce de Leon is famously credited with searching for this mythical spring that supposedly restored youth. But was there any truth to it? Well, in Florida, archaeologists have found evidence that indigenous peoples may have had access to mineral springs with rejuvenating properties. While the fountain might not have worked magic, the idea that certain natural waters could have health benefits is rooted in real historical practices, with people throughout history believing in the healing powers of water. So what do you think? Are these ancient myths based on real events, or just stories spun over time? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you're enjoying this journey into ancient myths, don't forget to like and subscribe. We've got more fascinating topics coming your way. So there you have it. Some of the most famous ancient myths that may actually be grounded in truth. Whether they were inspired by real events, people, or places, these stories continue to captivate our imagination to this day. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the subscribe button, share it with your friends, and check out our other videos on the hidden truths of history. You won't want to miss what we uncover next. Click on the video to explore more ancient myths, and don't forget to subscribe for more amazing content.